All right, man, where do we start? You guys know you're getting a video. Yes, it's almost 7 o'clock. I've just watched a crazy Copa del Rey, which I thought was maybe going to penalties for a second. This is why, look, these La Liga teams, like Real Sociedad's having a down year in La Liga. This team is always tough to play. Real Madrid get it done. That's the story of today. And I want to say this, just to put this on the record. I'm feeling so blessed right now that I just as an American who loves this sport, I'm just getting to watch week in and week out the most insane La Liga games. It feels like I've gone back to my childhood. I am a nostalgia merchant. So the fact that I'm watching Real Madrid, Barcelona playing crazy, these insane games, I freaking love it. I love it. The Real Madrid fans will tell you this today. The story of this season for this team is that when they want to give a shit, they get stuff done. And that comes with a curse, which is your literal heart pressure, your heartbeat, your rate. Because this team, play in and play out, decides one play they're going to care, the next play they're not. Their defense today at times was an open wall. It just didn't look like they cared. But again, this is why Real Madrid gets the silverware at the end of the season, because they just find a way. They give a shit. They find a way. People say it's rigged. All I saw today was a team that just found a way to do it more than the other team and now advanced to the Copa del Rey final. And that makes tomorrow a lot more interesting, because tomorrow now is going to be Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. And let me just preview that game for a second. It's going to be a lot more exciting than people are cutting it out to be. I haven't even heard today much about this game, and I thought this game was going to be exciting. This is a huge trophy in Spain. This is the Spanish Cup. We are setting up for the fact that right now we're seeing a La Liga title race between Real Madrid and Barcelona, both within 3 points of each other. We're seeing a potential that they could match in a Champions League final. They could, is on the cards. All right. And they also could be playing in the Copa del Rey final. My year will be made. I know that's a glaze, but I will be there for that football. And I know all the people are saying I put Real Madrid in my title on the weekend, that they're not carrying football. You tell me this, you watch this game and say they're not also carrying football. They're very entertaining to watch. One minute you think they're terrible, the next minute they have some crazy play. You don't know how it happened, but it happened. Look, we had how many goals in this game today? 8 goals in this game today. This is actually the same score that Barca and Atletico had. And again, going back to that game without jumping around too much, I think that Atletico team tomorrow is going to be really wanting to win. Like, look, they were playing for everything a couple weeks ago. I don't think they're going to win the La Liga now. I think they're kind of out of that. They're definitely out of the Champions League. I think they're going to want to get a trophy. So I think they're going to be feeling really motivated against Barcelona. It's only 4-4. They want to get their revenge against Barcelona as well. Barcelona and that team have played 3 times within the last month. It's going to be a crazy match tomorrow. So Barca fans, I know you guys know it's not going to be easy, but it's not going to be easy. I want to see Barca go through. But either way, now we have a final that, to me, is just more exciting, because Real Sociedad, yes, they put on what they put on today. They don't have the big name players. They're not a team that's super followed. Respect to them. They're obviously more than capable. I have a ton of respect for this football club, but I'm happy that we will be seeing Real Madrid versus Barcelona or Atletico. Hopefully it's Barcelona. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Now let's talk about this game. Team. Real Madrid, man. What is the deal with this team? This team takes so many plays off, and then they, out of nowhere, when they want to care, they score right away. It's just, this team is not healthy. If you support this team, you're not making a healthy choice in your life. It is what it is. We all make unhealthy choices. The fact of the matter is, Real Sociedad scores an amazing first goal. I mean, TikTok in the middle, they kick it out wide. The goal was beautiful. You could blame it on the fullback. The keeper's effort was poor. It was a low driven under his legs. Either way, I mean, it was a nice goal. Endrick, I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell people, because, like, I've seen this Arda Güler-Szoboszlai beef. I'm trying to defend these Madrid players, because I understand. People look at squads and say, oh, you're on the bench, you're not playing, oh, you're bad. Bro, you know how hard it is to get in this Madrid team? Did you see the Endrick goal today? Like, we've seen time and time again. Endrick, how do I tell this to people? Endrick is so much better than we give him credit for. Deadass. I don't care what you say about match rating, some mistakes he makes. Look, he's a young player. He's developing. He's still growing into his own. But let me tell you this. I could tell you 30 players right now that were thrown into limited minute situations, rotational situations, and you know what happened to them talent-wise? They fell off a cliff. They lost confidence. They stopped being match fit. Their touch, their technique all fell apart, and it sometimes was recovered within years, going out on loan, going to other clubs, trying stuff out. Sometimes. A lot of times, no. Now, you guys can put players in the comments you think that's all about, and where I'm putting this thought to, where I'm putting this all and connecting this. I'm so fucking impressed with Endrick, and I hope cursing doesn't demonetize this video, because I got to pay the IRS a lot of money in like 14 days. Like, I don't understand how this guy, every time he plays, is pretty much scoring. I feel like every Madrid game I watch where he gets subbed in the 85th minute, and for you guys that play football, look, there's been times in my career that I wasn't in the starting lineup. There's been months where I got thrown out of the starting lineup, and we're talking later on. Not in the earlier days, but look, it's very competitive. It's very hard no matter when you start playing at those higher levels and you make it there. Not saying I played pro, but I'm just saying in terms of being thrown into situations with limited minutes is very hard to produce because you're not in the flow. It could matter. It could be another sport. If you played basketball, right, and you're like the 10th man off the bench, it's hard to make it happen. It's hard to earn your stripes, earn your stars to get into the lineup because you're just not getting the same runtime. You're not in the flow, right? It's like you guys, if you play a video game, if you play your first game on and you're not warmed up, you're probably not going to be cooking. It's like with so many things in life. So the point of all these stupid analogies I just made is that I'm very impressed with Endrick. I think he deserves more respect. That's why I was talking about this Arda Güler Szoboszlai stuff. Because look, getting minutes in his Madrid team is one thing. It's hard enough. So many players in the world wouldn't even get any minutes that Arda Güler gets this season because of how talented he is. But like Endrick consistently is, when he is called upon, whether he's called upon in the 88th minute, whether he's thrown into a starting lineup situation like today, he's producing, bro. And as a 9, as a striker, that's all you can do is score goals, bro. So shout out to Endrick. I want to give him his flowers because he deserves it. He really does deserve it. Say what you want to say. Now, let's continue. Are the Jude Bellingham is overrated people? Are they still here? I don't know if they're still here because I have been defending this guy all year. Since everyone started deciding it was popular to hate on this kid has done nothing, all right, besides grow as a player at Dortmund, go to Real Madrid, and fucking cook. This guy's been cooking for Real Madrid since he stepped in the building, all right? He plays his absolute lungs out till he can't run anymore. All right, I know he's not this aesthetically pretty footballer like, you know, maybe the way an Iniesta or a Xavi or a Pedri plays. Bro, this dude has a work engine, workhorse. I think he's got such a unique style, and he's always, man, it's like the goal on the weekend they scored where you don't even know how it happened. You know, he takes the one shot, he's like following up a triple rebound and then hitting a side volley scissor into the back of the net on a rebound off the bar. That's what makes this guy so special. His game sense, his ability to never quit on his own engine, nuts. So he gets a goal today, a nice finish. And then we get back to the situation where it just becomes corner after corner, almost back and forth. But then the big boys show up. Tchouaméni and Rudy take them home. I actually think Vinny Jr. today, I want to say, played a very nice game. I mean, he was really making some stuff happen. I don't even know if he got credited. He got 2 assists today, but he didn't even get credited with the third one, which he was pretty much responsible for. I mean, he had crossed it into the box and everything. Rodrigo gets an assist as well today. You know, in terms of the Madrid defense, obviously you could look at the match ratings and they'll tell you what they need to tell you. Wasn't the best game from Lunin or either keeper. A lot of mistakes, especially off the corner where Real Madrid scores and Ramiro, I was like, bro, the ball was right at him. What did he do? That's why everybody's saying match fixing. I mean, neither of these teams have kept clean sheets. You can see in 6 or 7 matches. I saw this on Twitter today. I thought this was pretty funny. Real Madrid's defense, because look, like the fact of the matter is that's kind of what it is when you watch it. This is such a special team to see to see this go from 1-0 to 8 goals in a second leg. We were blessed as viewers today to see this. Obviously, you can see they will be facing Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. Mbappe looks like they were giving him some rest today. He came off the bench. He tried to make a couple things happen. Rudy as well. I mean, Rudy, look, say what you want about him defensively. He seems to be making the right plays at the right time. Guys, the fact of the matter is that hate on Madrid all you want. This was a game where I personally look at this like, yes, they were giving Mbappe a little rest. They were rotating maybe a few players. They still put out a very good lineup today to try to go get this win. And that's exactly what they did. People will look at this, talk about what they want to say with the Madrid defense. If you guys have been watching Real Madrid all season, you know how inconsistent this team is, bro. Sometimes this team wants to defend. A lot of the time they don't. They concede a lot of goals this year. It's just kind of more in their nature. They're less secure out the back, but they know how to score goals when they need goals, right? And that's why you see them continuing to win a lot of games this season, right? I just made my prediction over the weekend where I said, look, I think Barca's going to win the league because I think at some point this is going to bite Real Madrid in the ass, bro. They're playing a lot of these games this season. This is how their season has gone. They've had spurts where it's been better, but in terms of recent form, they've been playing a lot of really close games, and I think it's a combination of I think the mileage is adding up. We've seen a lot of the players on Madrid playing a lot of minutes this season. We just came off an international break, and I think a lot of these players are tired. We've seen injuries in and out. We're just seeing very close games. But what does it matter? Because they just got it done again. They got to win. They're in the final. Look, say what you want to say about all these other teams, Liverpool, Man City, all these teams we talk about. Real Madrid, at this point, all the criticism, all the expectations going into this season, Mbappe, Vinny, all these players, everything I have said on this channel in the last 2 weeks about how beautiful Barcelona plays and they're beating everybody by 5 goals, which is true. Real Madrid are still capable of winning the Champions League, the La Liga, and the Copa del Rey. All right? Did everybody just hear that? Okay? After everything, after all their criticism, after all the bullshit this season with this team is available to win all of these trophies. You cannot say that about many teams right now in the world. There's only probably a handful of teams right now that are still eligible, all right, to win the trophy in the country, to win the league in the country, and to win the the European trophy. So there's only so many teams you can say that about right now. And I will say, for everything we've said about other teams, it's impressive to me that Real Madrid continue to do this. The players that go there, you look at the team right now compared to the last couple of years, it's a lot different. This team is a lot different. There's a lot of players here now that were not here that are now embodying this DNA. Mbappe, Jude Bellingham. How many players can we say in this lineup that are now there that weren't there necessarily? Yes, they still kept a good core. Even Rudy came over a few years back, right? After he was with Chelsea. Asensio's a newer player. So a lot of these players coming here and figuring out a way to say, hey, how do I perform how these past legends have performed at Madrid? Guys, don't be surprised here. Don't be surprised here this season, okay? If this team goes out and somehow wins 2 out of these 3 trophies, don't be surprised. Seriously. And you'll sit there and you'll say, okay, well, this team didn't play the best football. Because, guys, to be honest, they don't. But the best football doesn't always win, right? Real Madrid are winners. So, again, this proves today where so many things could have gone wrong. Every time they conceded, they score within 5 minutes. Unbelievable, this team. Unbelievable. This team, I'm out of words. I don't care how bad they play from now on. They're going to find a way to do it. They will find a way to do it. And we say this every single time. They will be playing against Arsenal. Valencia on the weekend, Arsenal next Tuesday. I think next week's Champions League is going to give us a lot of clarity on a lot of things. But, bro, what is end of the season this is setting up to be? I can't lie. I don't even know the last time we made a video reacting to something in England. I'm not even watching. I'm so locked in on Real Madrid and Barcelona. It's crazy. Barca plays tomorrow. We'll have a video about that. Let me know your comments down below, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.